I'm going to answer the question, do muscles matter in a fight? I would say that muscles don't matter, but strength matters. Strength is important in a fight, or to be a martial artist, to be good at what you do. Strength is important, but it's not everything. There's speed, there's reaction, there's flexibility, there's endurance, there's skill. There's just so many factors that are important. Strength it's not the end all be all, but conditioning is important as well. Being able to, take a hit if you needed to, and a certain amount of strength is important and functional. In order to get power, is pretty much like speed and strength combined. So if you have a lack of strength, there's going to be some problems. You might be super fast, but if there's no strength, there's no power behind your techniques, then you're not going to be able to cause much damage onto the opponent. It's not about how your muscles look, it's about the functionality of your muscles. Too many muscles can weigh you down, and it could set you back and make you less efficient. So if you think about it, somebody that's overweight, obese, they're not going to be efficient because of the excess weight. But somebody who has too much muscles and then they sacrifice speed, they're not going to be as efficient either. So no matter if it's muscle or fat, if there's too much weight holding you down, you're going to sacrifice speed, and without speed, with not enough speed, you're not going to be as efficient as possible. So they're both important. Just think about a sprinter or a cyclist who's trying to get the fastest time. If the person weighs too much, he's not going to be able to run that fast, no matter if he's overweight or because he has too much muscles. But if the person doesn't have enough muscles, enough strength, then he's not going to reach his potential. When it comes to fighting and unarmed combat with no weapons, strength becomes even more important, because there's a lot of different techniques that you have to be able to execute with a decent amount of power in order to reach your objective of subduing the opponent or preventing the person from hurting you. But if it's just if it's just firearms or other weapons that are involved, you don't really need that much strength in order to shoot a firearm. So that would be more speed and reaction and skill and things of that nature. Strength is less important in that situation. But especially if the opponent gets his hands on you and he's trying to wrestle you or manhandle you or choke you, it's going to be more important to have strength in order to defend yourself. So, like I said, I would say strength is important, but not muscles. Muscles as far as just how they look, and bodybuilders and powerlifters and football players, they're going to have a different training regimen, and they have different objectives and different goals based on what they specialize in. Martial artists, on the other hand, they have to train a specific way in order to be the most efficient at what they do. Bruce Lee, for example, the way that his body was an example of a martial artist, and how he trains is a combination of strength and speed and flexibility and endurance as well. And you see it in the way that his body is shaped, his physique. It's a balance, But Arnold Schwarzenegger, on the other hand, was not a martial artist. He's a bodybuilder. During his time, at his peak, his body was built differently than Bruce Lee. Now, Arnold Schwarzenegger had a lot more muscles than Bruce Lee, but Arnold Schwarzenegger was not a martial artist like Bruce Lee. And if Arnold Schwarzenegger had to defend himself, it wouldn't be, that's not his specialty. Whereas Bruce Lee, on the other hand, that was his specialty. And it's a different body type, a different training method, and it's more of a a balanced approach to exercise, as far as martial arts are concerned. So yes, strength is important, but muscles, as I said, not necessarily so, as far as the visual appearance of it is concerned. But that's the, my feedback on that. You have to balance everything out. So remember, strength, speed, flexibility, endurance, conditioning, and then also remember about, the mental development and skill, the technique, also the spiritual development and the meditation.